Do you remember when Visa cards first came out? You were used to paying with cash or with a check, and then a Visa came out. It was this weird payment system that you didn't understand. And she said, yeah, I remember that. Well, Bitcoin is just the next evolution of another payment system.
Brace yourself, Nakamoto was the foundation. What up, guys? It's your boy Nakamoto Crypto here, and today we have got the alleged Twitter hacker bail has now been set, but will he pay with Bitcoin? The 17-year-old alleged mastermind behind July's Twitter hack holds more than $3 million worth of BTC that he could use to pay for his recently set bail. The kid could be out on bail really soon. His bail has been set at $725,000. The 17-year-old Graham Clark has more than $3 million worth of Bitcoin that he could use to pay for his temporary release. The Bitcoin was returned to Clark after a separate law enforcement investigation last year. The teen responsible for the July hack against Twitter will need to pay a pretty penny if he wants to wait at home before his trial. But his holdings of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin should help take care of that. So, as per the Tampa Bay Times, bail was set at $725,000 in a Florida courtroom. That was yesterday. Clark's attorney disclosed that during the hearing that Clark controls at least 300 Bitcoin, worth around $3.3 million. It's the latest twist in the bizarre tale of one of Twitter's most worrisome security compromises, a scheme seemingly closely tied to transacting in Bitcoin at every turn. So while the investigation is ongoing, it's now known that Clark gained access to Twitter's guard mode back-end interface by manipulating employees of the social media company, gaining unauthorized access to the company's Slack messaging system, and defeating at least one two-factor authenticator barrier. So Clark initially used the access to sell accounts created in the early days of Twitter before moving on to the Bitcoin scam, where dozens of high-profile accounts tweeted messages requesting donations to a fake C-19 pandemic-related cryptocurrency charity, or offering to send back double the value of Bitcoin sent to a scam address. During the bail hearing, prosecutors argued that at least 300 BTC held by Clark should not be eligible for use in making bail payments, stipulating that every penny that this defendant has access to is by ill-gotten gains. So, because he was dodgy, they asked the jury not to allow him to use those 300 Bitcoin that he currently holds as bail money, because, well, 90 or 100% of them are actually he got them from a scam. I mean, this kid is 17 years old. The defense argued that the Bitcoin should be allowed for use, though, pointing to a law enforcement investigation last year that initially seized but later returned the Bitcoin in question to Clark while filing no charges against him. So he was cleared to use that BTC by the feds last year. Clark may well have the capability to post bail, but he will be restricted in other ways. The judge ordered that if he does, Clark will be required to wear an electric monitor and remain confined at home except to visit the doctor or his attorney. Clark must also surrender his passport, and he's barred from accessing the internet on any device until after his trial. The investigation into the hacking event is still ongoing, but it seems increasingly clear that the public nature of all Bitcoin transactions may have played a part in Clark's relatively quick apprehension. It's an ironic twist that what may have been legitimate everyday purchases of Bitcoin years ago may save Clark from the inside of a jail cell at least for a few more months. So there is the update to that hacker story that I've made a video on yesterday. But yeah, this kid, it's amazing to imagine that this kid is actually holding 300 BTC. Wow, 300 Bitcoins. He can just sit on this thing and he is set for life. Imagine BTC at $100,000. In the next bull rally, this kid is set to be a multi-millionaire. Imagine BTC a few years from now at $1 million per BTC. With his 300 BTC alone, this kid might not need to hack anybody else, as he is on his way to become a billionaire. I mean, hey, at 17. But yeah, these 300 BTC that he's currently holding though, the court is arguing that it might be scam money, but he was cleared. First they seized it last year and then they gave it back to him. So maybe it is legit. It was legit after all, but then again, it's a hacker, so who knows? Lastly, we have got the flash crash. Bitcoin slides by 1.4K in just minutes. Bitcoin suffered a price drop of $1,458 in under an hour. On Sunday, the sudden slide caught many traders off guard, forcing out a significant amount of buying pressure from the market. The biggest cryptocurrency by market value fell from 11,969 to 10,659 in just 10 minutes. So, having reached an 11-month high of $12,118 according to CoinDesk, the sudden price drop has liquidated nearly $1.4 billion worth of positions across major exchanges, as noticed by derivatives data provider Bybit. The price drop triggered $144 million worth of sale liquidations or forced closure of long positions on BitMEX, the highest since May the 10th, according to data source Skew. So the Seychelles-based exchange also registered by liquidations or forced closure of short positions worth of $7.6 million. So within the previous 24 hours, at least 72,422 positions were liquidated, with the largest $10 million occurring on BitMEX. So nearly 95% of BitMEX liquidations were long positions, a sign the leverage was skewed to the bullish side. So which isn't surprising given the cryptocurrencies recently charted a bullish breakout with a move above the $10,500 mark. So at price time, the cryptocurrency was trading near $11,031, representing 5.5% drop on a 24-hour basis. Prices are still up nearly 57% on a year-to-date basis. Ethereum also fell a little more than 20% moments after reaching the 11-month high of $415. It was trading at $361 as of price time, which nonetheless represented 1% gain in 24 hours. So there you have it. That is pretty much what happened. Leverage trading at its highest level. All of the liquidations happened on exchanges. They bought the momentum. Soon as it reached 12K, they dumped like really hard. Almost all of the exchanges, the shorts was going hammers. This is the sad side of crypto. Unfortunately, with the next bull run, you're gonna see this a lot because there's a lot of leverage traders out there who are just seeking a 50x gain or a 100x gain. So if they see Bitcoin moving significantly up, they are going to liquidate to make profit, because chances are that they have been sitting on those positions for a while waiting for just a 100x. They are not waiting for BTC to hit 50,000 or 100,000 or new all-time high. These guys are just leverage trading. And on that click, If you like the content, please don't forget to leave a like, share, subscribe. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.
Bitcoin under $8,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin under $5,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin over $10,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin is over $20,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin under $8,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin under $5,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin is over $10,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin is over $20,000.
Buy it.
Best performing asset in the last 10 years. True. Look into crypto, we need volunteers. No need to tiptoe, it won't disappear. Do your research, history made it clear.